there. I think we're... So the mic, the second mic here is not on. I'll need to fix the camera, because when I restart when it's on, it either I will activate it and stuff, you know, or I'll just restart it. So I just restarted it. There, I'm back, starting all the things, starting Sammy, StreamerBot, and starting the TTS for Twitch.
Connected to channel fix at 42.
Okay. I didn't hear anything because it's still using the other audio speakers. So I'm gonna turn this off actually because it's not using it, and I'm gonna use these for now. And this is very odd because I can't hear my voice properly. And also these are too big on my head. They're like at the minimum size, but they're too big. And it feels also very oddly angled. They're not straight. Well, it's like they're backwards. I don't like that. There's plastic on here too. Protection films. Just removing tiny plastic pieces there. Yeah, so these are not what I'm going to be using regularly, and they're at the minimum size. This is very odd. I don't like it. I mean, now we have to just do it like a test message in chat or something, so that I can at least hear that it's there.
Fix it says. Test.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's a nice volume. But I can't see the action over here, which means it might have changed stuff, right? So we haven't done the program yet. I'm just checking the audio settings. Yeah, so I thought so. That is not available anymore. Analog 1+2. So when it's installed stuff now, we have another unit. So we have there. Now we have action on this one too. So if I use my normal toggle mic button, it should work and hop over to this mic, and then it should hop over to this one again. So I want to listen to this myself before we do the installation. So there, by the way, what I'm using is this button here. Toggle mic. So these are all the buttons I have, but it's in a phone, so it looks kind of squished together. Like that. No, I don't want to close it. No, I just want to cancel. So there. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna make sure that all the things are open, and we haven't started hearing yet. So these headphones, as they're big, they only push on the lower underneath my ears. So it's very odd. Yeah, and they're like falling off. They're falling off. Oh, they're too big. Maybe if I have it like rotated, so it's actually up, not behind. Which means it's on my ears over here. So these were not good for me, definitely. Let's open up TTS, should be up, and I'm gonna move OBS out of the way, and we're gonna do the installation. And I'm not comfortable. Press OK to restart your Scarlett and complete the online process in your browser. Firmware update is required. Would you like to update your firmware now? Your device will reset and update is complete. It will take several seconds. Update now. So, it's blinking. There's lights going on and off. So I can click the buttons here now. Can I? Yeah, so the light's going on the device. Output routing is not supported on this device. So this control thingy is on, so let's click OK here. Yeah, so I'm getting a headache from having these headphones on. It's not comfortable at all. It's actually horrible. So it didn't open any web pages. So we're gonna make sure this is muted. So this is what we downloaded, installed, and restarted, right? And then we have this thing. File, save snapshot, load snapshot, clear all meters, restore factory defaults, copy, mix, paste, mix, device, retain. What is retain? It was, oh, I get it. Yeah. So we want that. It's that it will save that the 48V is on. And let's actually have this up as we're doing this, because we can see. So I can't change the width. Okay, but I can change the height. This is a minimum size. Oh my god. That's bad programming. Okay, so we can see here at least the audio for the other mic. So I'm switching now to the other mic. We can see that, and you should be still able to hear me. And it doesn't look like there is a big beep or anything. So if we put this one down in the corner, without closing it by mistake, and then we can see all of the things. We can see the level here. And I should be able to hear myself too. And I'm just listening in one ear. That's odd. As I'm pulling up the audio volume. No change in the volume. But I'm hearing background noise. We can see the background noise. So when I muted this, yeah, so what is this? Now let's pull up Audacity. Now let's just so the recording device, we don't want Irian, we want Focusrite. And we want to test record. So when I'm talking, there's no audio either, is it? This is odd. So can I zoom this? No, just length. So now quiet, we can still see a lot of stuff there. But I can't hear this at all. So, testing. So I'm clicking the monitor buttons to test. No. That's bad. This is horrible. So I'm toggling the back mic if this is what you're hearing. So can I zoom this? No, just lane. So why would it be like this? No, quiet. We can still see a lot of stuff there. Oh, this is an annoying sound. And also, I just hearing this here. So I think there's a mode where you can hear one of the channels or one of the inputs in one ear. So that's not anything broken or something like that. But what about the audio, right? The audio quality. It's horrible. Sample rate. 48. So the only setting we did was save the 48 is on. So it's feeling kind of like it won't be today that I will record a video with this thing. Is this all the settings? And you can't even change the size of the program to tinier. I'm like, this was crappy software. Such crappy software. Let's check settings. Sample rate, clock source. Yeah, I did enable that. So the quality of the sound is horrible, right? Let's hop back to Audacity. Let's just delete the old stuff. Testing. Yeah. Testing. So, why so bad? Let's actually flip this over to the other jack here. So, debugging. We have two, we debug. Testing. Alright, so we can see here that it's actually like this. Testing. Alright. Interesting. But why? And is it broken? So there's no setting differences here. These are like on there. So I was thinking of, what if we do pull all of the things down that have something to turn, and this is testing on the second one again. Testing again. And I can see this up here. Testing. Can't hear anything. I'm going crazy, and these hurt my head. I'm getting a headache. I got a headache seriously from having these on. And I couldn't hear anything there. Let's put something on that's good. So I want to hear a good stereo now. Then I don't take the ones I have just for hearing TTS. So we have these on. Now I should be able to hear this. Testing, 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 testing. I can hear the noise for this too. Testing, testing. All right. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, so testing, 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 testing. This is very interesting because I could just record it again without changing any settings for these two, right? So let's do, when it's finished, let's do a fourth recording. Now I have the headphones unplugged. If this would make a change, it doesn't look like it does. But why? Why did it hop to the second channel over here? And then back to the first? I'm just so disappointed in this. Right, that the program should be this basic too. Where is it? It's not even in the tabs. So did I close it? Focusrite control. So, if I listen to myself. Yeah, and you can't hear me there. Because it's, when I move this one over to here, then it's like stopped being. So I'm kind of like disappointed of this, right? Because we want this not to be have a constant problem, but also the test on the last one didn't have this problem, right? So how long does a stream look like it is? If we look at this, do we have 2 streams for today, or did my restart, was it quick enough? Yeah, so this end of this one, we tested the mic, and I didn't notice any bad sounds, did I? So we're gonna have to listen. Doesn't move. Good. Alright, I put it on this. I'm actually gonna duplicate the source that we have for the desktop. And I'm gonna change it because we don't need to. So if I talk a lot loudly, testing. Oh, we'll see. I haven't heard anything yet in the. Okay. Right. It's just there. Right. So where is my test? So I'm gonna close stream, and on YouTube one we can see they are going in sync. But I have closed down my easy switch, but I could switch mics. Before we actually restart, we should have a mic now, right? Oh, that's bad. This later and see if it works. It should be the same volume, about the same volume as the other one. but it seems to be like, is it delayed or is it before the other one, or is it just reacting differently? This is interesting. It'll be
This
interesting to see.
noise.
So I'm gonna restart, and we'll see what happens.
So before we restarted, I was thinking, was it good? And the answer is no.
So we don't need that.
This is such annoying.
I just go to Twitch and see. I want to hear myself with the new mic. See what it's like. What it's like.
So to confirm that the bad audio is from this.
And I guess I'm gonna talk a bit.
So if I didn't hear this now.
So no.
Listening.
Did it mess up my headphones? Oh, speakers is Scarlett. Testing. Yes, I can hear it now.
That's such an annoying
The
noise.
mic is on.
Yeah, so I just wanted to confirm that we had this noise before we restarted.
Yeah, the rest of what I'm
That's
hearing
too
is
bad, because if we didn't, it
So
was
I'm
software,
gonna
you know.
I'm gonna say something, then I'm gonna listen to myself, then I'm gonna mute it. All quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it seems to work fine. But we're gonna restart anyway, because it's gonna do this.
So I don't remember hearing anything bad there.
So, and also I want
But those headphones, I can't use them. I got an headache. Seriously. It's gone after I removed them. And they were like
Let's close this down.
pressing oddly on my head in the same time as they were like falling off. So they're too big for my head. And these are pressing extremely hard on my ears. And when these are new, this kind of headphones, I get like red marks on my ears, sores on my ears, and I don't mind. I don't get a headache from that even. So it was very odd that these were so uncomfortable. And it's the angling too, right? So they're not straight, they're back, and if I didn't turn them like this, then they fell off.
Welcome. Stream starts in 5 minutes.
So yeah, the start song. I could listen to that. Did you see that? It's scrolling up. I never saw that. So whatever, we need to continue testing this, and let's I guess we're sending a message to Amazon. But first we have to Google this. So Focusrite. We could also send a message to them, right? I was checking what the mic was called. Background noise. Fix for noisy.
Software nerd.
Oh God, I'm deaf. So I upped these to hear to hear that before.
Hi, welcome to Software Nerd. I'm Brian. In this video, I'm going to show you how I diagnosed and fixed a noise problem I was having between my desktop computers, my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interfaces, and my HS Line studio monitors. It was a pretty interesting problem to debug, and in the end, it had a pretty simple solution. This is my main development machine. I built this machine myself at the end of 2018. As you can see, it's a desktop computer with 3 ASUS 4K monitors. It has a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface, which you can see below the rightmost monitor, that's connected to 2 Yamaha HS5 studio monitors that you can see oriented horizontally below the 4K monitors. It's a great development machine for the applications that I work on. The second computer in my studio is my content creation machine. I built this machine myself in 2017. It's also a desktop computer, and it has 2 LG 4K displays that I arranged in a special way that allows me to record videos from a camera and lights mounted behind the primary monitor. This machine has the same audio configuration as my main development machine, with a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 and 2 Yamaha HS5 studio monitors, and also has a Zoom H6 handy recorder and a Shure SM7B for recording audio and voiceovers. If you've never used an audio interface before, here's a block diagram that shows how everything in the system is connected. The computer and Yamaha HS5 studio monitors are connected to a power strip where they receive 120 volts. The Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 is connected to the computer using a USB 2 connection, which is also how it receives power. The Yamaha HS5s are then connected to the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 using balanced audio patch cables. This configuration should be ideal because everything in the system is connected to a common ground. Unfortunately, that's not how things work. In this configuration, the Scarlett 2i2 received so much noise from inside the computer and then transmitted that noise to the speakers that it was audible all the time. Here's a clip of that noise.
Ours is worse.
Here's how I started to debug this. First, here's the noise again with the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 plugged into the computer. Next, I unplugged the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 from the computer to see what would happen. As you can hear, the noise went away immediately. Next, I plugged the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 into my Lenovo ThinkPad Carbon X1. As you can hear, there was no audible difference when I plugged the Scarlett 2i2 into the ThinkPad. And there was no audible difference when I unplugged the Scarlett 2i2 from the ThinkPad. My conclusions from this debugging session are that there's no noise when the audio chain is disconnected from the desktop computer, and there's also no noise when the audio chain is connected and disconnected from the Lenovo ThinkPad Carbon X1. So the noise must be coming from inside the desktop computer. Since I can't change any of the components in that desktop computer because I need them all, the solution is to find a way to cancel the noise as it leaves the desktop computer before it can reach the Scarlett 2i2. Here's an updated block diagram that shows what I'm going to need to do to fix this problem. Basically, I'm going to need some sort of a USB noise removing device that sits between the computer and the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 and kills all the noise before.
Let's just check what he's doing. These have power. The computer have power. USB noise remover.
Can reach the Focusrite Scarlett. At this point, I reached out to a friend of mine who works in the pro audio space. He suggested that I pick up a sheet audio wired decrapifier. Pretty funny name. The reviews on this device promised that it would do exactly what it's named for, namely that it would decrapify my USB audio signal.
Oh my god.
At this point, I ordered my decrapifier
slow.
and waited for it to come in. When I got my very own decrapifier, I connected it between the computer and the Focusrite kills all the noise before it can reach the Focusrite Scarlett. At this point, I reached out to a friend of mine who works in the pro audio space. He suggested that I pick up a sheet audio wired decrapifier. Pretty funny name. The reviews on this device promised that it would do exactly what it's named for, namely that it would decrapify my USB audio signal. At this point, I ordered my decrapifier and waited for it to come in. When I got my very own decrapifier, I connected it between the computer and the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 with the hopes that it would decrapify the signal and clean it up. Unfortunately, it didn't work. As you can hear in this clip, there's no change to the noise. The decrapifier didn't really do anything. After my disappointing experience with the wired decrapifier, I went back to the internet to see what I could find. Searching for USB noise remover, there were a couple of links that caught my eye. One was called an iSilencer, and the other was called an iDefender, and the iDefender had better reviews on Amazon, so I decided to check it out. After reading the product description for the iDefender, it seemed to be the perfect solution to my noise problem. In particular, it breaks the power connection between the PC and whatever is connected to it, and supplies its own DC power through an external 5-volt power supply, which is sold separately. So I ordered an iDefender. Here's what the iDefender looks like. It's a simple little USB pass-through device. I ordered the USB-A to USB-A model because that's the one that will be most useful for me. The black wire is a power connection pigtail. In order to use the device...
So let's just connect this some other way to the PC, because let's try this connection straight to my PC instead, because it's not, and it takes me like 2 seconds to change. So let's see. Let's give it a good one. So now it's connected to my computer straight instead of connecting through the USB hubs. Let's test if there's any difference between the audio. And by the way, the 48 volts lamp is still on. So we're gonna close Audacity because it's always funny. No, I don't want to save project. But I don't want to save it. So I wanted it there. Yeah, that's what the question I want. So again we go. Where's my Audacity? Okay, there. So let's test and record and see what happens. Well, what this actually looks like it's just as noisy, but that's odd. I have a knock on the door.
Knock knock.
I'm having audio problems. Kids knocking on the door. And audio problems. Audio problems. Johannes, you still there? Är du där fortfarande? So, we're not getting any good audio.
Yes.
So what is the audio output now? Recording playback device. It's not logical for me to have playback before recording, but yeah, that's not what I want for output. I want these to be output because I got a headache on the other ones. Well, that's not pretty, is it? So this is now. So we can see there's a constant sound here. And let me put a preview so I can see this too. Right, so we plugged it into the other one, the test. So, testing. And I think this one changed. Why? So the previous recording we made here. Yeah, so it changed. But it didn't record anything either, did it? So am I talking now? Testing, talking, nothing, okay? So it's definitely connected, right? So I was assuming it would just work, everything. Testing. So what audio inputs do we have? Recording device. Let's close it down again. And by the way, the free. So I always can't find Audacity. So how are you, Johannes? I'm like, I need your help here. I'm not even saying hi. You're the audio pro here, right? So it would be cool if this works. It would be cool. You could teach me guitar too, right?
Ooh, I'm doing good.
So what do you think? We have a recording device, Focusrite, USB-A. Nothing else that is
Trying to get the
that?
freaking thermal printer to work tongue.
Yeah. So, hop into my stream. We can stream together. I'm not doing anything good anyway, right? Hop in, and we can look at your printer too. We can debug together here. So how's it going? You getting it to do anything? So we have recording device, the right thing. We have playback device.
Ooh,
my headphones.
it's alive.
It's alive. Cool. So we're currently
Subs and
recording,
bits
and
work,
there's
I think.
nothing. Ah, cool. Ooh, I told you you could do anything, right? You're a very technical person. And smart. You're smart, Johannes, you know. So there's a redeem for other people on Johannes' channel, me telling him he's smart. Because I've said that before. So suddenly we're getting nothing instead. We're not getting a thing. And I'm thinking,
Do you have the Focusrite software?
Yeah. So we have this thing. So the only thing I changed was this so far. And it is on. Nothing else is lit up except for the USB. But now I switched ports for USB, so maybe it will need to like restart. I did restart my computer already. So my debugging brain tells me to do this. This is like a standard thing to do. So now it is resetting. And it doesn't have this setting. No, nothing happened now. Nothing happening on it. This doesn't work anymore because I switched ports then, right? So we started looking at a video here with someone having noise. And they're doing something about their power because it was a power. And for them getting it from the PC, but I was getting it from my USB hub.
Johannes, what's up?
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking I need to restart again. And I don't want to restart again.
Johannes says.
Testing.
Hey Panda Brother Pond.32 lick.
So we don't have anything. So if I were to put it back to the other USB, I'm assuming we'll have the same problem and the same situation. Let's be evil to the devices, I guess. No, we don't want to save it. Saving nothing. Let's not close this program, right? I can hop it where it's supposed to be. So device manager, audio maybe. So here we have here's this and here's this. So let's just delete them. And delete this. And let's we can also show hidden. There might be more things we want to delete. A lot of these. Didn't I delete that? Microphone too. So just delete everything to get it cleaned up. Well, let's just try that and scan. So we have the speakers back and the analog back. So they should be connected right now. Let's start. The thing I can never find. Audacity. If you want to hop on to stream anyway, I want to test our last test long ago. Now they have continued to evolve it, right? So it's much better than it used to be. So we'll have to test it. So now we want this to be Focusrite again because the devices went away. It like lost them. It didn't lose this one though. So let's switch it back and forth. Because we didn't actually have this on that either, did we? We have it on my headphones I have on my head. I could just go for my speakers, really. But that would be odd. for stream without an echo. So let's test and record and see if we get anything visible. So it's really nothing, right? I need to restart my computer. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, so maybe I need to debug this off stream. Or should I restart? So I was gonna record a YouTube video now and plan for it mostly. Let's just put the cord back to where it was. There. So now we should have be able to hear it again. So I'm assuming there won't be any difference in the quality and that it will get audio again now input. No, nothing. So that's just nothing now. Still. Yeah. So Windows is not the best at plug and play.
Like the Norwegian restart, have you tried a different cable?
No, but it worked before. Let me show you. So did we close it? Here, I'll show you what it sounded like. We can see they are going in sync. Come on. I just go to Twitch and see. I want to hear myself with the new mic. See what it's like. What it's like. Can you hear the background noise? So let's go to channel and let's make it. If it works, it should be the same volume, about the same volume as the other one. But so it's very, very noisy. Is it delayed, or is it before the other one, or is it just reacting differently? And I was just going back to check if it was really just now. My restart, was it quick enough? So these here we were recording. So I'm toggling the back mic if this is what you're hearing. So that's also the mic switch. So when I'm talking, so it's not that it didn't work. It's that I switched ports to see if it helped, and then I probably need to restart. And I deleted the devices, so it didn't work on the first one either. I'm thinking the program needs restarting. I guess we can like do that manually. Let's put it back to the computer because that's what I want to test now, right? So it's connected to straight to my PC instead of to the USB hubs. That's the background sound. Yeah, I searched for background noise. And it's not like we didn't get any hits. Noisy. Noise problem. Noise. We don't have high gain, we just always have noise. So power is a logical thing. In OBS. No, it's supposed to be no background noise or I'm returning it. That's why we're not registering or anything before we know it's good. Noise. White noise. Buzzing sound. And it's the same on the 4th gen. I'm not surprised. So this is like a common audio problem, right? When you have devices for getting audio, getting power, their power is not good enough, and How on earth do people who don't have any problems fix this? They just automatically... I mean, it's powered from the computer USB. It's not like you connect it to a lot of different other places, right? Than the computer. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna restart again for last time. And if it doesn't help, I'm gonna just do the YouTube video first. But I need to fix this or return it.
Do you have sample rate 44,100?
Let's see. So have you used one of these? Do you know them? It seemed like that, right? With the program. So Focusrite control. So sample rate, it is 48. 44. Should we switch to 44? We'll have to restart the computer with it connected to the computer now, not to the cheap USB hubs, right? And I also selected a USB 3 one, which should have more power, right? So I'm gonna go do a quick restart.
Buffer size 192 equals.
Just a sec. Let's just close that down. So this is all that is there. There's no more settings, right? There's this clock source, which is nothing. The firmware we updated. It asked at the first start to update the firmware. We did that. So there's no more settings. It's not an advanced thing, you know. So this I changed now from 48 to 44. We could also change it up, but we can't hear anything right now, right? By the way, maybe we can. Let's use OBS instead, right? So if I can't see anything here, so we have to go to the settings and change the audio device again to something that exists. Focusrite, and now we should be getting something here. What if I enable the 48V because it was off? It moves it when I'm like clicking the button, it moves. So it's just on now. I can turn the knob here. Nothing happens. Yeah, something did happen there.
What if you right-click, you cow the icon in the right corner? The Focusrite, is that the same settings for the device?
The icon in the corner, Focusrite. So did I have something here? Windows sound panel, Focusrite settings, I'm assuming. Oh, here we have the buffer size too. 192. A good thing to have an audio expert here. Thank you, Johannes.
Ooh, there it was.
Yeah. So it is on the setting that we set there, but this was not in the program even. So this program, let's use this way to get there again.
Now it should be the same in Windows.
Yeah, so we didn't change anything though. So this program, this is a test of if this a bad program. Yeah, I can't even change the size small on this, you know. This is what I was like, okay, this program needs to be recreated. They've done like some basic Visual Basic thing here. I'm disappointed. So I want this to be finished so you can teach me to play guitar.
Windows sound panel. So we can see that we actually have an input here. It's just Audacity that doesn't show stuff. Let's see if we go back to Audacity now. I never can find the icon. I don't know why. It's just not doesn't want to show. So there's some tiny movement here now. So let's stop it and listen. I'm gonna go delete that. I'm gonna go a test and turn this knob. Okay, you can still see it, can't you? So let's hop this over so I can see, and then I'm gonna put this on my preview on my right screen there so I can see what you see. So we're gonna turn it from one end to the other while we're recording, and we're gonna see what this looks like. And I'm turning it slowly and turning up the knob. It's at the maximum, and now we're getting quite a big one. And I'm gonna be quiet. While turning it down. Let's listen. Turning up the knob, it's at the maximum, and now we're getting quite a big one. And I'm gonna be quiet. While turning it down. So that was sorry. I'm sorry. Less noise, which is very good. Let's delete this over volume thing, and I'm gonna be quiet and just turn it up and down.
No loud for us.
Okay, you didn't get it. Okay, good. So you didn't hear it then? Yeah. So I've had that before. I'm gonna record. Let's see.
Yes, in normal sound.
So it's very, I was turning it kind of smoothly, right? So I saw people testing this on YouTube videos, and we didn't have this. So if I switch over to can you hear me now? What if I turn this up a little bit? Like now it's in the middle. And I can see that this meter is moving. If I'm putting it up a little bit now. If you can't hear this is the same way I do. Let's hop over to Firefox again. So I was gonna restart, but we don't need to. So I'm gonna listen to my own stream. Always funny thing to do. That's bad. This is horrible. So I'm toggling the back mic if this is what you're hearing. So what I want to do is to hop to here, I guess. Testing. So let's talk a bit and then be quiet a bit, and
So I'm gonna have a quiet period and then listen to it. So I didn't hear anything. These are at the max. This is at max, meaning I should I'm turning these off. So these gave me a headache, and they're too big for my head, and that thing is not going up, it's going crooked. So if I don't have them like that, meaning the ears are not
Everything sold match, like Windows,
right?
Focusrite and OBS.
So I'll have to have it up or they fall off. So testing. I'm not muted. Max volume. I'm not muted. Oh, I didn't connect them back. I disconnected them before. So I disconnected them before. What about connecting them? And this is a normal problem. Nothing? I'm not getting any audio. No, nothing on the speakers. I'm looking at the meter, and I can see it go up when I'm talking and go down when I'm quiet, but not as far up as a blue mic, which was kind of maxed, and this is maxed also in OBS. But I have to play this now, so see. Testing. I don't hear anything, and it's not muted here. So let's go for this YouTube video and see if we can hear anything.
Software Nerd.
Yeah.
The Pwn Network says...
Hi, welcome to Software Nerd. I'm Brian.
Hello.
In this
Hello.
video, I'm going to show...
We're testing stuff. We're testing a new mic. So I think I dare to put these
Fixerbot
on.
says...
New follower, the Pwn Network. Less than 3.
Welcome in and thank you for the follow. I usually don't have headphones on. It's just to test everything here. So the audio from
show
this
you
one
how I
works.
diagnosed and fixed a noise problem I was having between my desktop computers, my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interfaces, and my HS5 studio monitors. It was a pretty interesting problem to debug, and in the end it had a pretty simple solution. This is my main development machine. I built this machine myself at the end of 2018. As you can see, it's a desktop computer with 3 ASUS 4K monitors. It has a Focusrite Scarlett 2i.
So these work. It's just maybe I need a restart or something, you know. Windows is funny. So this is my normal things that I listen to. Have TTS on, you know. I don't want TTS on my speakers because it echoes. So, but I actually do have 2 ears. So we can try both.
I2 audio interface, which you can see below the rightmost monitor. that is connected to two Yamaha HS5 studio monitors that you can see oriented horizontally below the 4K monitors. It's a great development machine for the application.
So now let's see if we can listen to the stream. I just want to hear myself. Yeah, now I can hear. And this is also max here. And now we put in this as like middle.
Johannes says,
I need to get some food.
Do that, Johannes. Thank you for being here. And very welcome back later and help me with this. I need to get some food too. So I'm close to, I'm on the right side here, right? So if we drag this up even more, we get the noise. But it's not constant now. It's not always, since I switched from
the
the
Pwn
USB
network
hub.
says, the sound is coming from one end.
Sound is coming. Don't you have stereo? Do you have mono sound? Is that what you mean? So let me listen again. Testing. So I'm testing stereo now. Testing stereo. Can I hear with both my ears? I can hear with most of my ears. There's an echo, of course, because I'm listening to my own stream, right? So this is a delay that Twitch has.
I do have stereo, but if the mic you are using does not send the output to both the speaker, but when you play that video, it is audible.
I do have stereo, but if the mic you're using, it is not send output to both the speaker. Okay, so the mic is not stereo. That's what I meant. But I heard it when I listened on my own stream with stereo. Why then?
Maybe watch your stream from a diff device.
I can remove these and try something else again. So, they might both show both sides. Try these again. So we had a very bad noise, very bad. It was going all the time, and that seems to be gone now, at least, because I'm actually using the mic now. So I'm switching back. This is my old normal mic. This is it's a blue snowball, and it's behind the Scarlett one now here. So let's over there we have that one, and the blue mic is here. So this is the blue. It is nothing to stand on right now. And so if I switch back, now we're listening to this one, which goes into this thing, which goes into my computer. It used to go into my USB hubs. The USB hubs are these, and I was thinking of adding another one. And these have AC adapters and everything. They're kind of nice, kind of tiny. There's the AC adapter. So maybe this is not good enough. So I don't want to have worse audio when I buy a new mic finally after all these years. I buy a new mic and it's worse. That's not the case, you know. I don't want that. Then I rather keep the snowball and save the money. I'm thinking the blue went worse, you know. It's not as good as it used to be. That's why I thought, well, I have to get a new mic. And I have to listen to myself now. Oh, it's not equal. Testing. Yeah, so I think I just hear it on these in this ear. So you're right. Thank you. So we don't have stereo. Why? So that also confirms that the other ones that I put in my ear, I just use one at a time. So it's great that they are both audio channels mixed together in those, because that's how I use them. I use one at a time. But how can we set this? There's no settings. This is all of it. This is all of it. I guess in OBS then. So let's go to advanced settings on this one, and we have the mic 2 here. It's a balance thingy. Mono. So if I mono this, it's not stereo then. So are we now getting good audio? Let's test it myself and see if I can hear. So now I can hear in both ears, right? Is it good? And if let's say we want a bit louder audio. I haven't touched it yet. I'm going to go look in OBS so we can see here where it's going. We don't want it to go too far, and we don't want it to go noisy. And we can see where I had the blue mic set. So I've moved it a slight bit. So I don't like the echo. I'm gonna move this to the other screen so I can control it. So I can turn it off. We're testing a bit, listening. So I'm turning it up a bit more. I'm gonna listen again. So let's turn it up until we see these are at the same level, right? So I'm turning it up slightly. Yeah, so it's actually going not green anymore. It's actually, oh, look. Did you see the green? So I'm gonna turn it so you can see. So it started becoming green here. So here we don't have any green, and suddenly we're getting a bit of green here, and now it's not flickering anymore. If I'm like, this is the max, and now it went a slight yellow there at the max. It's if I'm constantly talking, yeah, and even here, testing. So here we're not getting any green. Testing, and also the mic is over here. So if I'm talking to the camera, I'm talking to the mic. If I'm talking this way, I'm not, right? But that's normal. It's not very odd that if I'm talking to the camera, it's better audio. That's normal. So what if we turn this to where it's like good in the greenness? It's green when I'm talking. It's very odd. I guess it will always be up and down, right? It's supposed to flicker a bit, but it's not supposed to be another color. So what if this? So if we just compare the images there now, this is actually a bit louder. So if we compare it with a blue mic, which is now actually behind, so if I hold the blue mic and it is at the same position as the other mic, yeah, now I think it's a bit lower. Woo! Hello, you're in my test. I'm trying to get it loud. I feel the most stupid ever, right? And I have to like look at the mic and look down. And what about us actually putting these next to each other? So I'm looking at this, trying to make these the same. Knock on the door. Hello. Jag vet inte, vill du göra något särskilt? Okej, jag fixar det om en liten stund. Jag tror jag har löst ett av mina problem. Yes? Yes, det fixar jag sen. Okej? Okej. Vad bra. Jag kommer sen, okej? Good luck. So my 17-year-old wanted to know how long I would be streaming. And I'm gonna go and make him some food in a bit. So I don't like having headphones when I'm streaming, but it's great for testing audio. And these are good, by the way. But they're old. They have micro USB. Even if you buy new ones. So this, let's like put it on something. So I don't have an angled post-its. Let's some post-its so you can see the color better there, right? So what do you think of this? Let's make a recording in Audacity again, and I'm gonna close Audacity and start a new one. And now I know it's like there, though I can't find it still right. The colors are really so we're going to make a recording and we're going to test what it looks like when I'm quiet. Testing. And yeah, I can see their stuff. So and we also only have mono, but I guess it is mono. So actually, can we select to record solo? What is solo? What if I do new? There's no settings at once. Settings. So is it normal to have mics that only have one channel like that? Is it normal that this is like this? Is this right? I think there should be more settings. Maybe there's another software to test what it looks like when I'm quiet. Oh yeah, gosh, I hear this so much. And yeah, I can see their stuff. And I hear it so clearly. This is horrible. So if we switch now to the blue mic. And I'm not gonna do worse, you know. I'm not gonna use a mic that's worse. And if this setup is actually not as noiseless as the blue, how am I gonna use it, right? So we're gonna record some stuff quickly here and stop. So we're gonna record some stuff quickly here and stop. And yeah, I can see their stuff. So we're gonna record some stuff quickly here and stop. So I can see that this is stereo, right? It's giving us the same one twice, I'm assuming, because I don't think there's two mics in it. It's just that why isn't this? Don't you always want stereo? Don't you assume it will be duplicated? Mute. Solo. Mute. Oh, we can have several tracks. I didn't even know. And yeah, I can see their stuff. So we're gonna record some stuff quickly here and stop. Yes, I'm not pleased with this really, right? Because I had to pull this up kind of a lot to make it a good quality, or good audio level volume, so I can even hear it for stream. But so if I turn it down, it doesn't really go green even, right? This is supposed to be kind of good, kind of okay. And I think my old one is like $40, $50, and this is like $200. So we want better quality from this. But of course there's more to mess with. By the way, I do have a filter on the mic. Let's disable the filter. On the blue. And let's look at filters for this one. It doesn't have anything. So I'm gonna go and listen to this. Oh gosh, it's so messy. I have to have them crooked for them not to fall off my head, and I can't hear anything. And I get pain in my head right away, and I'm gonna just test I'm testing the monitor thingy. Monitor thingy test, monitor thingy test, monitor thingy test, monitor thingy test, monitor thingy test. Oh my god, I hear myself now. The S's are crazy. Oh gosh, that's so loud. Oh my god, I hear myself. I'm not used to hearing myself as I'm talking. Okay. Yeah, so this could fix the problem that I can't hear myself because these are closed, you know? But I don't know. I have this knob and I have this knob. So I constantly hear this noise, background noise. It's really loud now. Nothing, but I can't hear myself either. And here I start hearing myself, but also the noise is there. And at this level, but I can't, yeah, that was too loud. So I'm going to go and have to make something to eat too, because I'm hungry. So, if I were to use these, right? Let's try and turn it up again a bit here so I can hear myself there. So what does this wheel do? Testing. I don't hear any difference at all. I guess I'll leave them at the middle. I hear myself a bit too much, maybe. So if I were to want to hear, now it's like I'm muted. So I'm starting to hear myself. Yeah, so I can hear myself. So what if I were to use these as the output? In at the same time, can I do that? So I'm gonna turn the Platon 2 off. Swedish. So I think I've used up so many of those, like 5. Well, they're not. Only one is dead. And these are actually new, but I use the old ear thingies because then I won't get sores that bleed almost from them. I seriously got that. They were so hard on my ears. Yeah, so I can hear myself now. It's not annoying anymore. I can hear myself. I don't feel like I'm insulated from everything, even my own voice. So I'm gonna start listening to the stream again here, right? And see how if I can hear stream at the same time as I hear my own echo. Testing. But I also constantly hear the noise. There's a constant. Yeah. So if I turn this to one ear and then off, and then I'm like insulated again, and I only hear stream, and it's not loud. Oh gosh, now I know why I heard this. Yeah, so I was listening to the wrong thing. So we need to turn this to Focusrite first. So now I hear it better. And it's at 100% on both. So let's I can hear myself both. It works. But even when I'm just quiet, I can hear the buzzing. Now it's quiet. So if we look at the OBS volume here now, at this level I don't hear the buzzing. So I'd need to be at this at least for it not to buzz in my ears. But you can see also the blue has some noise there. And I noticed this today, you usually don't have it. So I don't know what it is that's audible. So we have a tiny filter. We can do a filter for this one. So let's make a filter for it. Let's turn it up again. So we're going to turn it up so it's at the same level as the blue. Testing. Maybe a tiny bit less. Testing. I should have called this stream audio testing, right? Testing. I'm at a fucking top volume, and I shouldn't say those words, right? So, are we gonna listen to myself on stream? So I do have the volume at the max. And that's not nice, right? Is it? Is this the volume? No? This is not a volume. And I can turn this off if I want to. I can also listen to just one of the ears. Testing. So now I only have monitoring in this ear, and I hear the normal stream audio in this ear. So I usually listen to different stream in different ears, but while listening to different streams on different devices, right? So I can have 2 of those Platon 2 headsets on at once, like crossed. or the tiny ones and one ear. I never almost use these. As I replace these to the old ones, the audio leaks out, and that's what I want. I don't want it to be sealed. But these are, and I'm accepting that. It's okay. I just noticed that over there with the clock, you can't see it because of the keyboard. I can see what time it is. It's 17:49. So is there anything else I want to test? I don't think this volume is good enough, really, do I? Is it good enough? It's not that far beneath the older one, but I hope to give it a better one, really. Yeah, we're gonna test the filter now. So let's move this out of the way, and let's add an audio filter. And do I remember what I need even? Let's actually copy. So the blue one has a filter. So let's do the AC one, which is the one I had activated. So we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna put it on. So this way, just put the mono here for the mic, and it worked. So we can really close that. Yeah, let's paste it. The filter. Paste. And we need so this is good. Now it's all the way at max. Oh gosh, that's loud. Filters. You say click this. There. So now some of that noise should be out. But I still hear it. Is it because of the monitoring? Yeah. Oh, now it's all quiet. But I don't hear it myself anymore, right? Because I need to enable that. So I'm gonna listen to myself this way. This is a test to see if I can hear the background sound. How quiet is it? Is it good? Testing. So this is an odd test because I have my max volume, right? So I don't want to have my max volume on. I don't want to have to have to have the max volume. I should be able to have just half the volume. And I can hear this too, I guess. Echo. I think it's actually removing the echoes a bit there too. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. This is such a delayed thingy. Why is it so slow now? Let's pause it and reload it because it's supposed to be much quicker. Testing, testing. Yeah, I think it's still slow. So the listening to your own stream is like an odd thing. So what if I increase now this one here? So we don't have anything really green here, right? It's not going green. It's slightly flickering sometimes. And if I talk louder, of course it will work a little better, right? So I'm just sitting here quietly talking. So let's look at this curve if I up it a bit. And let's turn the mute on because I don't want to test that now. This is the maximum. So I think that this is where it sounded the most normal to me. So what do you think about the quality? I heard the echo there. We can make a new one of these. I have the keyboard under the desk, slowly pressing the space key, not to make the audio from that actually. Oh my god. So where did it go? Let's close, open. So so we can see this is the same time here. So if I talk a bit like this, I can see the blue mic is behind the other one. There's also a gain thingy here. So we haven't tested this. So what if we pull this one down a bit? Testing. 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 Very distorted, right? But we can do a little bit here if we want to. Testing. And now this one is stuck on the red because of it used to be. Yeah. So getting the audio to be audible on Twitch. So if we just go up like one here. Let's do a new one of these, but let's turn the knobs a slight bit. Testing, testing. I would like this one to be mostly green when I'm talking. 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 Yeah, it's like green now, right? Green. Green. Nah. Green. What if I say another color? Will it change? What do you think? Blue. Red. Yeah, okay. So there's also air one. So let's look at this, how it changes. So was this different? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. I don't know if the air thing is really doing much. So let's make a new filter with this setting, right? So let's assume, oopsie, that's me pressing the Sumi key. So keyboard underneath the desk, far from the mic. I dropped some papers. And let's remove the echo and focus on this. And I'm actually gonna re-record this, meaning it'll be quiet. And this one's Is that good enough? What do you think? So there was people closing doors in the house, and it went like. I'll try once more. I still think I record a bit of the audio of the keyboard click. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I did it. Let's not click anything by mistake now. Keyboard up from under the desk. So I click the keyboard space button slowly, as this is already selected. I think this will have to be good enough. What if I turn on my monitor mode? Oh my god, that's horrible. It's very loud now. So if we turn it down, so I just can slightly hear myself. Yeah, so this is a test, right? Doo-doo. Yeah, so, and I can switch to this mode. So one thing we have to do before we're done with this, we have to test plugging in the guitar there, right? Not that I can play anything, because I haven't tried in years. So I still have to try and plug something else in there. So the headache went away too. So what fell before was my notepad with notes. So I think there's and a sharding card. So this thing I'm redoing sometimes because so this is the mic's internal noise and my computer mostly. The computer is noisy. It's part of it is that the box is open. I should close it. So on the blue I have so many different ones I've tried. The filters here. So I had different ones for when the cars were driving by. I had open window and rain and stuff and desk fan on. Open window traffic, yeah. So and then I had the filter down for the cars, and then there were buses coming. Well, it's fun. It's fun to play with. There was a car, by the way, if you heard it. But the window is closed. Yeah. So I'll need to tune the guitar. It will be so off. And I don't know if I can even reach it.